Hi, YouTubers. Well, I know it's been a while since I updated. It's been about 2 weeks, and I have had my baby. He was born January 23rd, 2012, at 2:45 p.m., and he wore 8 pounds 5 ounces, and he was 21.5 inches long. A big guy. He's right here, you guys. This is baby Choice. His name is Choice is a Blessing, and you spell it Choice, Choice, and the middle name is a Blessing, Isablessing. Choice is a Blessing. He is so cute, isn't he? Yes, yeah, I'm adorable, mommy. Yeah, he's very alert. So my delivery story. He was. I had updated that night. I had went to the hospital like around 9:30 because I was having contractions. I had been having contractions that whole Sunday, but I was taking out my hair, and I didn't want to go to the hospital with half of my hair out and half of my hair in. So I was like, oh, I was having like bad contractions, but I was like, I gotta take my hair out. As soon as I take my hair out, I'll go to the hospital. So finally, like around 9, me and my great grandmother finished taking out my braids, and we went to the hospital. He's making silly faces, you guys. Me and my grandmother, we went to the hospital, and um, me and my mom, we went to the hospital around 9:30, and they checked me. Like I said, I was 1 centimeter, and I thought they were gonna send me home, but they took a urine sample. Hey, boo boo. Took a urine sample, and in my urine I had some protein. In my urine I had some protein, and so they were like, they think I have preeclampsia. My blood pressure was a little bit high, so they were gonna induce me. Well, they moved me from triage to labor and delivery. He's just so active and alert, you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. See, he's wide awake. Say hi, YouTubers. Yeah, say hi. Yeah, he's wide awake. Big old 12-day-old baby. But yeah. What? I'm so sorry if this is distracting, but he's like very alert. He's like awake all the time. So the only time I've had to do this is now. He's wide awake and he's calm. He just ate. So he's calm for us. We'll see how long that'll last. But he's sleeping at night and I'm sleeping too. So this is like the best time for me to do this. Anywho, so they said that they thought I had preeclampsia. They would go ahead and induce me. I was 39 weeks that Sunday. And so they moved me to labor and delivery. And they said they would start the Cervidil. Well, when she went to put in the Cervidil, I was already 3.5 centimeters, but she still inserted the Cervidil. And as soon as she put it in, his heart rate began to drop, and everybody rushed into the room. The doctor, all the nurses. It was very scary. It was a very scary moment. And she had to remove the Cervidil, but I was 3.5 centimeters. Then they were like, "Okay, we'll just wait, and we'll start pitocin at eight o'clock in the morning the next day." And so that night, I was in labor and delivery. I stayed, and I didn't get any sleep. I was just anxious, like, oh, I'm ready to see him, ready to meet him. Still wasn't having severe contractions. That morning they came in. I was 4 centimeters dilated at 8 a.m. And at 8:15, the doctor came in and bust my water, and they began to He's so alert. He's just looking around, you guys. Look, say hi, say hi. Yeah, but yeah, I know. I know. They came in and they started the what? What? They started the pitocin at like 8:30 after they bust my water, and I was 4 centimeters then. And then labor started. I was like, I'm gonna go natural. I'm gonna go natural, but around 12, around 12 p.m., I couldn't take it. I was like, oh, I need something. I'm gonna go ahead and take the epidural. It wasn't bad contractions, but I knew they were only gonna get worse. What's wrong, baby? I knew they were only gonna get worse, so I decided to go ahead and not be a soldier and just get the epidural. So they came in, they did the epidural, and then after that, I took a little nap, and then I woke up around like 1, And then I began to have really bad contractions, and I kept saying I had to boo boo. So they checked me, and I was um 7 centimeters dilated. And then after that, I just kept screaming that I had to boo boo. The nurse was like, she's gonna go to lunch, and when I come back, when she comes back in 30 minutes, she'll check me. Well, I just kept saying I have to boo boo, I have to boo boo, and I might have my time messed up, but it seemed like it went quick. I said I had to boo boo, kept saying that, and so my mom was like, "Well, they should check you." So another nurse came in, she checked me, she was like, "You're 7 still," and I was like, "But I got a boo boo." I kept crying and crying, and like she was still in the room. So like about 3 minutes later, she was like, "Okay, okay, I'll check you again," and it hurted so bad. So she checked me again, and hey boo boo, checked me again, and I was 10 centimeters that quick. I had went from being 3 to 10. So they called in the anesthesiologist again and told her it was about time for me to have to push, and so they gave me some kind of other medicine through my IV. I don't know what it was, but I still felt everything. So I was like, okay, good, it's time to push. But when she checked, although I was 10, my baby's head was still way up in the birth canal, so we had to wait. They were like, we gotta wait for his head to move, and that was like the longest wait of my life. Like I think it was around 2:10, and we just had to wait for his head to come down, and that took forever. But whatever medicine she gave me through my IV, I don't know what it was. It felt good, and I didn't feel anything after that until it was time to push, which was around, I'm gonna say like 2:37. I began pushing, and that hurted. His head came out easy with the first push. His head just came out, and then with the second push, it was like his shoulder got stuck or something, and I felt it, and it hurted so bad. And I was like, I quit. I'm not doing this, and I laid back down. My mom was like, no, you have to do it. You have to do it. So she pulled me up, and I pushed, and out popped beautiful choices of blessing. And he went to crying. It was the cutest cry. He was like, "Bye!" It was so cute, cutest little cry. And after that, he was here. He wore 8 pounds 5 ounces, and he breastfed right away. They put him on my chest like soon as I had him, and then the nurse came and helped me take my breast out, and he breastfed. He did it so well. I was like, oh wow, he's like a little good breastfeeder. So I was happy about that. And then while they cleaned them up, they didn't bathe them. They just wiped them off. While they wiped them off, I went and I took a used the restroom, and we got ready to move to a new room, to the postpartum room. And so that was smooth. It went well. I felt them coming out and stuff, but I didn't feel the contractions. It went very well. We were in the I was in the hospital for 2 days. I delivered him on Monday. On Wednesday, I was discharged. But before he got to leave the hospital, they wanted to check for jaundice. I guess that's what they do to all the babies before they leave. And unfortunately, he had jaundice, and he had to stay in the hospital for 2 extra days. He didn't get released until Friday. He had to be under the photography light with little thing over his eyes so he could get the belly Reuben out of his system. And so on Friday, he finally came home. It was like the longest 2 days of my life. I was crying and worried, but at the end of the day, I made a good decision because now he's healthy. Yes, I'm healthy, Mama. And now we've just been getting to know each other and getting into little habits. He wakes up every morning at 4:30 in the morning. So I don't get that much sleep, especially because I'm feeding him every 2 hours. He's breastfeeding. He does drink from a bottle. If I pump, he will drink it. But he's doing well. Right now, we went to the doctor yesterday, and he wore 8 pounds and 15 ounces. So he's doing really well. He's eating really well, and I guess that'll be it for now. I'm going to upload a slideshow of my little delivery pictures. I'm not going to upload the video, even though I did record it. But this is Choice. Say bye-bye, YouTubers. Say bye-bye. Bye, you guys. He closed his eyes on us. He's like, leave me alone, Mommy. Oh, there he goes. He opened them. But everybody says he looks like me. They say he's my twin. But bye, you guys.